Mike finds a letter on the table, and when he opens it, the room starts to change. It's as if the whole setup is shifting, and the letter seems to have been left just for him. The letter reads, "Whoever reads this, this is for you. From now on, you are the master of this whole asylum. The most important thing is, do not tell anyone that you are the master, because if you do, you will face so many challenges that you won't be able to handle them. All the gods hiding in here are hidden from others. I will give you more information gradually when we meet. But one important thing, there is a hidden place in this office that no one knows about. You will have to wait until I grow stronger, for you are the only hope I have to send me home." Mike opens the door to the lower floor and discovers an eerie place that feels like a prison, surrounded by dangerous and menacing sounds. He ventures further and comes across a monster, eerily resembling the Ghost-Faced King. The monster's trying desperately to break the bars, but they're made from a divine material, so it's impossible to break them. The monster retreats, then charges at Mike with full force. However, this turns out to be a huge mistake, as the bars are enchanted with powers that send a shock through the monster, weakening it. Mike begins to gather information about the monster's origins, its power level, and its limitations. The monster reaches out to touch Mike, but with just the power of a finger, Mike weakens it so much that even its hand falls off without physical contact. Now, with fear on its face, the monster asks, "What are you doing here near my city, by my home? I know you didn't just stumble upon this place." Mike then starts to peer into the monster's mind with the help of his powers. He learns that this monster and many others were drugged by someone from the Church of the Ancient God. Realizing this, Mike defeats the Ghost-Faced King, who is terrified like an innocent being. As Mike touches him, he says, "Yes, I know you didn't do this by your own will. You were forced. Don't worry, in time, I will learn all the rules of this asylum, and you will too. You'll understand how things work here, and how can I even fix you? But the biggest issue is that, without realizing it, you killed someone who was extremely important to me." That's why Mike was furious and unleashed his fire, declaring, "This is my asylum, and I don't want you here." With just one powerful strike, he took down the Ghost King. Now we see Mike undergoing intense training. His training is about to begin under the guidance of the captain, who starts by teaching him the basic rules of monster slayers. Most monster slayers rely on their swords and unique sword techniques. One of them attacks with his 7-strike technique, but someone points out, "I don't think you actually used the power of God, Michael." Mike responds, "Every knight has his own secret." The captain nods and says, "Then keep your secret a secret." With that, their training begins. The captain explains that inside the lodge, forward and rune powers don't work. However, the sword skills they possess are the best among all monster slayers. Mike does his best to keep up, trying to fight the captain's warden sword. The captain challenges him, saying, "I want to see you fight as an agent of God, using your own skills, not copying someone else." Mike pushes himself harder, attacking relentlessly, but he's still not on the captain's level. Mike acknowledges, "I understand everything you're teaching me, and I'll master my own unique sword techniques." But in an instant, the captain disarms him with a single attack, knocking his sword away. Mike had been relying on Lao Zhao's sword technique, which the captain counters effortlessly. That's when Mike activates his forbidden rune power and declares, "I can't just forget Lao Zhao or his skills so easily." With a single strike, he shatters the captain's sword. Seeing this, the captain smirks, slightly impressed. He steps back, regains his stance, and challenges Mike to another round. As their fight resumes, the captain notices, "Your speed is slowing down. Fight with strength. Fight with courage. No one will show you mercy." Mike endures countless blows from the captain. The captain pushes him harder, insisting that real training doesn't come with rest. As a result, Mike suffers brutal beatings during training. Meanwhile, in the city, we see Yang helping an old woman. Yang and his teammates often assist people in need, and today, they've reunited the woman with her long-lost partner, creating a heartwarming moment. Other team members, like Mr. Sniper and Xiao, continue their missions while keeping an eye on the city. After training, Mike takes a moment to rest, holding on to Lao Zhao's emblem. He reflects, "Lao Zhao, you saved my entire world. In return, I'll protect the people you held dear. I'll do this forever because I am Michael, the God Angel. A new chapter begins. Strange reports emerge from Daya City about a demonic parasite spreading, turning people into snake demons. These creatures are highly dangerous, capable of killing in an instant. However, at first, their goal is to multiply and infect as many people as possible. This entire episode revolves around this growing threat. We then cut to a Night Monster Slayer team meeting, where they discuss the situation. A new member, Lee F., has joined the team. The captain explains, "This new threat is called the Nanda Snake Demon. It's the lord of all the parasitic creatures spreading across the city. While its power level isn't as high as other demons yet, we can't ignore the risk. Nanda Snake Demon is using humans to grow stronger. It first infects a person without them realizing it, then gradually takes over their mind. In the past, snake demons attacked humans, and at that time, there was no cure. Many lives were lost. But now Dr. Saibalu has made a breakthrough. If they detect an infected person early, they can extract and eliminate the parasite before it takes full control. Now they turn their attention to a major hotspot, the schools where the parasite has spread the most. The team emphasizes that their top priority is student safety. Their ultimate goal is to eliminate all snake demons, with the final target being Nanda, the most powerful of them all. However, Captain Furtabi explains that even Calamity Crow 1, of their strongest allies, doesn't have the vision required to track down these demons. Mike asks, "What exactly are Calamity Crows?" Young explains, "They are a special breed of crows, gifted with Forward and Russ's powers. These abilities allow them to detect any disturbance within the city. If a major disaster is approaching, they sense it beforehand and can even pinpoint its location." Captain Zhang interrupts, "All right, enough talking. We need to act fast. We can't let the entire school turn into snake demons. If that happens, just imagine how terrifying it'll be." Meanwhile, Mike and his team don school uniforms as they prepare to infiltrate the campus. As they enter, Faye asks, "Did you really join this mysterious organization?" "I'm actually glad you did. We all thought you'd become a soldier someday." Mike replies, "Faye, I'm sorry, but you're about to witness things that will shake you to your core." Faye hesitates. "What do you mean? What's going to happen?" At that moment, a memory flashes in Faye's mind. He recalls how Mr. Mo used a magical bell to erase all traces of what he saw, the ghost face, the demons, everything. Faye mutters, "I thought the police saved me that day, but I never considered that a mysterious man was behind it all, and I certainly didn't expect to be working alongside them now." As he notices their weapon bags, Faye remarks, "These bags, they look incredible. I bet they hold some amazing things." Then he turns to Mike and asks, "Will you tell me the name of your organization? I want to join." However, it turns out Faye hasn't actually joined yet. The group reaches the school walls, where Faye and Zia exchange a glance. "We always wanted to study at a real school," Faye says. "Well, at least we have the chance now." Both of them leap over the wall with ease. Mike follows, clearing the high wall effortlessly. Faye tries to do the same, but struggles. He has no powers. After much effort, he barely manages to climb. Inside the school, students are arriving for their classes. Outside, Mr. Mo and Mr. Sniper work to seal off the entire area, setting up a barrier to prevent any demons from escaping. The two captains strategize with their teams, assigning roles. Meanwhile, Mike, Young, and Xiao are busy planning when, suddenly, Faye stumbles into them. Mike turns to Faye. "We're headed to Shuji Dormitory. Do you know the price to enter?" Faye hesitates. "I can't go there. My crush is in that class." Mike smirks. "Wait, you actually like her?" Faye panics. "How do you know that?" Mike laughs. "How could I not know? Every time you see her, you completely zone out." Mike's partners, Hangen and Shiana, exchange amused looks. "We need to check something in that class," Mike says. "So tell them the location, we have somewhere else to be." Meanwhile, Mr. Sniper keeps a close watch over the entire school, but for now, everything seems calm. Elsewhere, the two captains are searching for a specific individual. They've learned that more people have been infected. In the next scene, we see Faye's crush sitting in class, unaware that Mike is using his supervision ability to scan the students. Mike's eyes widen. There are a lot of infected students here. He immediately alerts his team. "I still have my ability. I can see who's been infected by the snake demon parasite." Mr. Mo nods. "Good. If that's the case, we can round up all the infected students at once." But there's a problem. Lu Xiaoyan, the very first person infected, is absent from class today. The captains, realizing the urgency, arrive at her home. Captain Zhang instructs his team, find every infected person as soon as possible. It's your responsibility to cure them. As the scene shifts, we see the school where the bell rings and students rush outside. Mike walks through the crowd, scanning his surroundings with his enhanced vision. Almost immediately, he realizes that several students have already been infected. The next scene takes us to room 405, where Hang Gang and Xiaonan arrive, expecting to find Xiaoyan. When they open the door, they find the room eerily silent, as if no one has been there for a while. Inside the dormitory, they notice a collection of outfits, which makes Hang Gang uneasy. Something about this place feels really off, he says. At that moment, Xiaonan spots something terrifying, several body masks that look as if they were made from human skin. Meanwhile, we see two captains arriving at Xiaoyan's house. Captain Jiang asks her mother, "Are you Xiaoyan's family?" She confirms. But before she can react, Jiang fires a specialized bullet at her head, a bullet designed to expel demons from human bodies. Instantly, the parasite known as the snake demon is forced out. Without hesitation, the captain slashes it down with his sword, eliminating the threat. Xiaoyan's father, watching in horror, is unable to comprehend what just happened. As he panics, Jiang turns to him and fires the same bullet to ensure no demon is inside him either. At the same time, Mike delivers alarming news. He has arrived at the school's courtyard, where chaos is beginning to unfold. Students and staff murmur among themselves. "Isn't that Mike? Wasn't he a soldier? What's he doing here?" they wonder. But Mike is focused, using his enhanced vision to scan for demonic presences. What he discovers is shocking. Most of the students have already been infected by the snake demon parasite. Elsewhere, Shauna finds herself cornered by three girls. "Who are you, and what are you doing here?" one of them asks. Another sneers, "You may look cute, but cute people can be the biggest thieves." Back in the courtyard, Mike walks forward, ignoring a teacher who warns him, "The boy holding the flag. You're going the wrong way. Turn back." But Mike doesn't stop. "The number of infected here is overwhelming," he mutters. "If we don't stop them now, they'll turn the entire Diacity into a graveyard." Captain Jiang appears, addressing Mike directly. "You know the situation better than anyone now. We need to locate Lu Xiaoyan and confirm if she's the primary snake demon." Mike immediately takes off toward the suspected location, but the students are already too far gone. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Captain Zhang alerts his team. "Listen up. This mission is beyond what we imagined. If any of you can take down the snake demon's true form, everyone under its control will be freed." Just then, Sniper activates a protective shield, and Mike recognizes it as the legendary Lao Chao technique. Meanwhile, the three girls surrounding Shauna reveal their true forms. They, too, have become snake demons. As Mike rushes through the school, he suddenly stops. Principal Mo stands in his path. But something is wrong. The principal has also been infected. We cut to Captain Jiang's team, who have already locked onto their targets. "Friends," Jiang says, "the time has come to exterminate these demons." His team nods in agreement. Jiang continues, "I've alerted the Super Cop Task Force. I hope they send in a specialized team soon because handling a threat of this magnitude is beyond just a handful of us." Finally, he turns to his squad with a grim realization. What if this is just another move in the grand scheme of the Ant God Church? Captain, yes, it's possible. In fact, it's very likely. Right now, Mike's identity is extremely special, something no one else knows about yet. Captain Jiang, and we send him on a mission like this? Do you realize how dangerous this could be? Captain, Jiang, don't worry. The kid you're talking about is nothing like us. You have no idea. He has unlimited potential. His future is destined to be extraordinary. At that moment, Mike's principal transforms into a snake demon and lunges at him. Reacting quickly, Mike tells Yifei to hide behind him. He draws his special gun and fires at the principal, but the creature dodges every shot, closing in fast. Just as it reaches him, Mike strikes with his blade, forcing the snake demon out of the principal's body. In the next scene, chaos erupts in the classroom. A student awakens his demon powers, unleashing destruction all around. Panic spreads as students flee for their lives, not just in one classroom, but throughout the entire school. Fear grips everyone as snake beasts attack relentlessly. Amidst the mayhem, we see Mr. Mo stepping forward. Only Mike has the ability to track them all down, he says, smirking. But this is actually great. They're coming straight to us. As a swarm of snake beasts rushes toward him, Mr. Mo pulls out his enchanted special gun. With precise shots, he forces the demons out of hiding, then swiftly slashes them down with his sword. A spectacular battle unfolds. No matter how powerful the snake beasts are, they are no match for Mr. Mo. But as more and more monsters appear, he wonders, were they waiting for us all along? Meanwhile, Yang and Xiaonan face off against the demons. Initially, they toy with their enemies, but once they get serious, the fight intensifies. Yang draws her weapon and shouts, "Xiaonan, start forcing them out!" Xiaonan quickly pulls out his guns and begins expertly exposing the hidden snake demons among the students. With each precise shot, the demons are forced into the open, where Yang finishes them off with her powerful attacks. But soon they realize they've walked into a trap. Snake beasts approach from both ends of the hallway, surrounding them. Yang mutters, "Well, this might be a problem." Xiaonan grins. "Are we really going to let these kids scare us?" Without hesitation, she opens fire, and Yang unleashes a devastating flame attack. With just her spear, she cuts through waves of beasts, while Xiaonan's twin pistols leave a trail of fallen enemies. But outside, the battle isn't over. The entire school is in chaos. Elsewhere, Mike is taking down beast after beast, but his aim is slipping. That's when Mr. Sniper steps in to assist him. "Mike," he says, "the girl you're looking for, Shoyan, has already made it to the top floor." "Got it," Mike replies. He turns to Yifei. "You need to get out of here." But Yifei insists, "I'm staying with you. I know this entire school inside and out." Guided by Mr. Sniper's directions, Mike reaches the 4th floor. The largest room on the left has strange movement inside. It's where a group of students have barricaded themselves, stacking everything they can against the door to keep the demons out. But they don't realize inside, someone is about to transform into a monkey demon. Yifei arrives at the door and shouts, "We're here to help!" But the students inside don't trust him. No matter what, they refuse to open the door. Yifei isn't strong enough to break it down, so Mike grabs a heavy axe and starts smashing through. The students panic and brace the door even harder, but just then, as the scene unfolds, Mike pushes the door open and sees that someone has completely taken down the snake demon. To finish it off, he drives his sword straight into its neck. With that, the group regroups and moves forward together. The newcomer turns to Mike and says, "The way I hit it, its entire nervous system shut down. Even if you hadn't used your sword, it would have died anyway. I knew exactly where to strike." Mike listens intently, and another character chimes in, revealing that this newcomer is actually the top student in the city, currently pursuing a master's degree in biology. The newcomer nods and corrects him. "Actually, I've already completed my PhD in biology. I also run my own clinic, and I know who you are, Mike." Mike, surprised, asks, "Wait, how do you know me?" The man explains, "I saw you earlier in the playground. Your eyes were glowing at one point." Before they can discuss further, a group of students infected by the snake demon appears. Mike tries to shoot them, but his aim is off. He's still not an expert marksman. The doctor steps in and teaches him how to steady his shoulder for better accuracy. As another snake demon emerges, Mike wastes no time, drawing his sword and attacking. The doctor also joins in, firing his gun, helping Mike slash through enemies left and right. Watching Mike's skill in battle stuns everyone. But even Mike is amazed by the doctor's precise and deadly aim. Curious, the doctor examines Mike's gun, trying to determine what materials and technology allow it to extract the demon from human bodies. But there's no time for a deep dive. He quickly says, "First, we need to take these creatures down. We'll talk later." Immediately, both of them jump back into action, the doctor firing his weapon and Mike wielding his sword. As they fight, the doctor remarks, "These mythical creatures are all formed from the body of the snake demon. If the real Nanda demon actually exists, then the world is far more dangerous than we thought." Mike nods and explains, "There are special people in our city who secretly deal with these supernatural threats, ensuring that ordinary people never even realize they exist. The doctor takes a moment before responding, "Yeah, it's all starting to make sense now." As they continue fighting, Mike asks, "Doctor, don't you feel any fear at all?" The doctor smirks, "Fear? What's there to be afraid of? If anything, I'm enjoying this." Suddenly, a snake demon lunges at the doctor from behind. But before it can strike, Mike swiftly decapitates it, reducing its head to a pile of gory pieces. The doctor sighs, "Damn." I wanted to examine its brain up close. I was curious about how beautiful its brain cells might look. Mike raises an eyebrow. "What the hell are you even talking about?" More snake demons appear, attacking in waves. The doctor manages to extract a demon from 3 people with a single shot, while Mike slashes through them effortlessly with one powerful swing of his sword. Their captain then turns to Mike and says, "Your path is clear. You need to move forward now." Meanwhile, Mr. Moe, an expert in memory manipulation, is erasing the memories of all the affected students. When they wake up, they'll only remember coming to school and going home, nothing in between. Just then, their ally, Young, announces, "All right, guys, we've cleared this area." At that moment, another ally, Wafi, arrives, saving a few civilians before heading toward Mike. The two of them press on, encountering an enemy whose body is still partially possessed. The doctor extracts the demon, while Mike delivers the final slash. Meanwhile, Mr. Sniper locks his sights on Liv Xian, who has made her way to the top floor with a few survivors, eventually reaching the music room. Mike and the doctor rush forward, taking out any remaining demons in their path. As they fight their way through, Mike mutters, "Yifei was the one who revealed all of this." Both of them were clearing the path while chatting. The doctor said, "Yeah, everything else is fine, but we should never underestimate the Nanda snake demon. He's not the kind of entity that appears so easily, and we think he's inside Xiaoyan's body. But what if that's not true? Just think about it. Why would the Nanda snake demon willingly reveal himself? That would put his life in danger." Mike responded, "So, are you saying that everything I was told was just an illusion?" The doctor shrugged. "I don't know what's real or not, but one thing's for sure. We have no idea what the Nanda snake demon is planning." Mike smirked. "Well, we're about to find out in just a few moments." They had reached the music room. The door was locked, so Mike activated his supervision ability. Inside, he saw 5 students. But then, the biggest shock of all hit him. Xiaoyan, the person they had suspected all along, wasn't a demon at all. That meant there was no way the Nanda snake demon was inside him. The doctor fell deep into thought. If the gun he analyzed was designed to separate demons from humans, then why had it failed? At that moment, Mike kicked the door open. He stepped forward and commanded, "Everyone, get out of here, except for Xiaoyan." Just then, Yefei rushed in, shouting, "Xiaoyan is actually the leader of the snake demon clan." The students panicked and fled. One girl hid behind Yefei. Xiaoyan, trembling with fear, cried out, "Please, I swear I'm not a demon." She tried to run, but Mike told the doctor, "Our gun won't hurt normal people." Without hesitation, he fired a shot at Xiaoyan's head, but nothing happened. Mike turned to his vice captain and confirmed, "Xiaoyan is completely fine. There's no demon inside him. That means the real Nanda snake demon must be hiding in someone else." The captain had mentioned earlier that the Nanda snake demon never leaves his host willingly. So even if Xiaoyan wasn't possessed, they still needed to handle him carefully. Mike picked him up, ready to take him away. But Yefei yelled, "I saw him transform into a snake demon with my own eyes." As Mike turned to leave, the girl hiding behind Yefei suddenly changed her body, twisted into a monstrous form. Before anyone could react, she grabbed Yefei's hand and tore it clean off. The real Nanda snake demon had finally revealed himself. Yefei stared in horror at his severed hand, unable to comprehend what had just happened. The doctor seized the opportunity and attacked, landing a direct strike on the demon's eye. He analyzed the situation quickly. Nanda had the power of shared vision, meaning he could manipulate others just by looking at them. That explained why so many people had been turning into snake demons. Mike and his team opened fire, but the demon wouldn't go down so easily. Even when Mike slashed at him with his sword, it barely made a dent. Mike turned to his team. "We're dealing with the real Nanda snake demon. He's too strong, I can't injure him." "Don't worry," shouted Yang and Xiaonan. "We'll be there soon." But Mike wasn't one to back down. Meanwhile, chaos spread across the city. The snake demon's parasite was infecting more people, and destruction was unfolding everywhere. The only way to stop it was to kill Nanda. The captain knew this was the city's last chance. If you want to save the city and the students, you must kill the snake demon, he told Mike. Mike nodded. Leave it to me. With the help of a sniper, Mike locked onto his target. He wedged his sword between the demon's fangs and forced its mouth open. Then he activated his final trump card, the power of the God of Michael. Instantly, his strength multiplied, setting the stage for the ultimate battle. How will Mike defeat the Nanda snake demon? Watch part 6 to find out.